What's going on, peeps? I'm going to give y'all my honest assessment of this incident that happened in Jacksonville with the young man who got pulled over for not having his lights on during the rain. And I'm going to just give you my honest assessment of it. Now, for the people who watch my channel, they know that I'm not some pro-police person. I'm not some conservative who said we should let the police do anything they want to do to people. I am a person that leans to the left, as in Democrat, but I'm more like an independent thinker. And that's why I feel like my opinion on this video is more of an honest opinion, because I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to tell the truth. You know, I will tell you, I did see the young man's video from his point of view from inside the car. And I feel like the officer was wrong for striking him twice. But I think the young man set all this in motion about his behavior from the beginning of this video. Now, this is the body cam from the officer. And looking at it from the body cam point of view and looking at it from the young man's point of view from his video, the body cams tells you a little bit more, give you a little bit more information than his video did. And look at it from the body cam point of view, I'm going to just say it. The young man is the one who escalated this situation. It wasn't the police officer. And that's my honest opinion. And I will, as I go through the video, I will stop it and point out some things that shows you that the young man is the reason why it escalated to the way it did. But let's look at the video. Now, you have to pay attention to how the interaction starts between the young man and the police officer. Now, you have to also understand that the police officer is walking up to the car and he is pretty much calm at that point. And just watch the young man's action.
Absolutely, there's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement?
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing.
See, he's starting to argue with the police officer at this point. He's telling the police officer that he don't need the lights on. Now, if you feel like the police officer is wrong, you have to understand that's what the courts are for. The courts are for you to dispute what the police officers is doing or giving you the ticket for. Now, also, let me say this right here as a black man. My number one job is to go home if I'm pulled over by a police officer. My number one job is to go home. My job isn't to sit here and go back and forth with a police officer knowing that something can end badly. I can either go to jail or I can go to hell. One of the two. Now, me personally, I want to go home. So this young man should have thought about that. Where did he want to go? Did he want to go to jail or did he want to go home? But the way he's behaving, he don't want to go home. And that's the problem. But let's go on.
I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor.
See, we are what, 46 seconds into this video, and he's already asking for a supervisor. See, this is something that he's just being combative right now. Why are you asking for a supervisor? Why are you just not going along with the process right now? Because right now, honestly, the officer haven't done anything wrong. And like I said, if you're going to dispute the ticket, that's what the court system is for. Just understand that.
Why did you pull me over?
Sorry, sir. It's only 35. I'm fucking with the dog driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step
Why
out of
did
the
you pull me
vehicle.
over?
And see, he asked the police officer, why did he pull him over? He already told him why he pulled him over. He mentioned the lights not being on. He mentioned the seatbelt. So why are we being hostile towards the police officer when he already told you already? Then you turn around and you ask for a supervisor and the police officer haven't did anything. Matter of fact, you're the one that's not being cooperative. Not only that, you just close your door on the police officer. See, this is what I mean by the young man is the one that escalated this situation. It wasn't the police officer, it was the young man that did this. So for all these people out there saying that the police was wrong, the police was wrong, but not in this instance right here. But let's go on.
25 seconds. For not for the 9-4, the driver just slammed the door and locked it. Yep. See him, sir. My camera's on too. I've already told you. Okay. Okay. Right now you're under arrest for resisting. You understand? You're under arrest.
Now we are a minute and 44 seconds into the video. Honestly, can you say what the police officer did wrong? Has he did anything wrong at this point? At a minute and 44 seconds into this video. Can someone please tell me what the police officers have done wrong so far?
That's for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. Okay. Warning to open the vehicle and exit before we're going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window.
And see, he's still asking what he did wrong. And the police officer told him when he first came up to the car what he did wrong, or what he was stopping him for. So who's at fault at this point? Here we go. The young man is still at fault. The police officer is not at fault. Like I said, the young man is escalating this still. He's not trying to calm the situation. The police officer haven't raised his voice, but the young man is still being hostile.
Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window. No, he's on.
Now, he has asked the young man to open the door, open the window. Well, the young man says window don't work. But the young man refused to open the door. Why is the young man refusing to open the door? See, this is the problem. He's not even trying to follow the police officer's command. He's not even trying to. Why? Like I said, it's just a ticket. I don't see what the police officer was wrong when he came up to the young man when he first pulled him over. Why is this young man so on the defensive with this police officer? Why?
Arrest. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
See, now at this point, it's over with. Now, I did pretty much showed you the whole video. Only thing that this video don't show you that his video showed was when the officer did strike him twice. Now, like I said, the officer was wrong for that, because when he struck him the first time, it was seem like a smack in the other video. The guy had his hands up, so the officer was wrong. And then when he pulled him out the car, which you can't see it from this angle, you can see it on the young man's video where he was punched in the face. The police was wrong for that. But up until that point, the young man was wrong. I don't care what no one says. That young man caused his own issues. It was all his fault. All his fault. And we need to be honest. We need to sit back and be honest about this. That young man, from the time he got pulled over until the cop walked up to the car, told him why he got pulled over, he was defensive. He was hostile toward the police. Within 45 seconds, he was calling for a supervisor. Why? See, we have to learn. That's what the courts are for. If we are going to disagree why we got pulled over, take the ticket, go to court, fight it. Hopefully you win, but you're going home safe. You're not going to jail. All that could have been avoided if the young man would have behaved differently. Bottom line. And as for black people who are looking at this video and saying that the police were totally wrong, I disagree. The only thing I seen where the police was wrong at, when they put his hands on him. But the young man is the one who escalated this whole situation, because he failed to comply. He failed to follow the orders of the police officer. And like I told you before, I learned this last week. When a police officer asks you to exit the car, that's a lawful order, and you have to exit the car. You might not like it, but that's what you have to do. So, like I say, I'm going to say 90% of fault goes to the young man and 10% goes to the police officer, because the police officer did put his hands on him for no reason. So that's my take on this. Some of y'all gonna like it, some of y'all not gonna like it. Oh well, that's an honest assessment from a guy who's a real, true thinker, independently thinker, who have nothing to gain or lose from telling my opinion. So, salute. Y'all take care.